Actually, I'm gonna have y'all over here with me while I come up with the design for him. You'll see. I don't know why, I kind of want to, kind of screen record what I'll be looking up to progress with his design. So, thank you very much to this lovely person over here for giving me this very long comments of his design and how he would be. English. I really like how you went and did his, how you describe his design for, what I got. It kind of took me a moment to, register the design in my head, and I know what I kind of want to do, the design of. So, I just got to the part where it says on the left side of his chest, right where the human heart would be, his porcelain skin is additionally fractured and broken away. So, I kind of went in, did a little box near the drawing head, of his head, kind of. I'm not going to show it on camera. I'm going to make a post about it. Actually, do y'all want me to post him with the entire group, the entire circus group, or do you want me to post him separately? Because what I'm wanting to do for Enchantal, and hopefully Mello as well, is draw the entire circus group together. Enchantal, Mello, Harley Quinn, Piero, Doctor, Jester, Ticket, Taker, and Symphony. I want to do all of them all together. But, Symphony shall be revealed with Piero. I have not gotten around drawing her yet, though. I've been kind of, zoning out drawing Harley Quinn a lot. And I still have that Nezuko drawing I gotta do still. Inside the cavity, I think that's a word, I'm so sorry if it is not, where did I go? A complex cluster of glowing emerald red base gears is constantly spinning. So, I by accident put a heart there, but I'm gonna have to look up gears. That's why I was on Pinterest. I actually have Gitchin up on my TV because I was doing one of the events to hopefully get more primos because Arlecchino is coming and I will actually like to get her. I tried zooming in on Sandrone's eye, did not work, so I'm gonna look her up on here. Sandrone eye. Yeah, this. Actually, personally, this one. Which one makes it easier to see? Oh, I'll have it right here. I'm so sorry if you do not like being stared at. Actually, just for that, I will do this one since it's kind of side view. So, I'm gonna have to draw a circle in this. No. Hold on. This is gonna take a moment. This might actually kind of be of a longer video because it takes me a little bit to come up with designs for characters. So, circle. I have made some perfect circles in the past and I don't know how I do it. So, maybe using Sandrone's eye is the best idea because I'll have to redo the eye design of the eye itself, the pupil and everything. Let me just look up another gear. Gear. That's not the word. No, mine is mechanical. Okay. So either way, it would kind of have the thing. Who the heck? Actually, I'll save that to one of my boards. I have a... Where is it? I have an OC design idea board. Oh, that's a cool OC design. Where like I have different designs of OCs, so like I can kind of get inspiration. This is kind of what I am thinking of him looking like, kinda, if that makes sense. Kind of like of how the hair is. That's what I kind of am thinking about, but I don't want to copy it, so I'll have to change up a bit. That's usually what happens. I go and look at random designs, and I get inspiration from that design, but I change it up so it's not a exact replica. In Chantal, I got her design from absolutely no one except Harley Quinn, and that was mostly for her outfits. But like her hair design was completely on my own, pretty much. Her hair design was originally kind of like Gestal, because like I was trying to like mess with different hair designs, but then I just randomly drew her on paper and I changed her hair design completely, and I just kind of stuck with that. I've had it for about maybe a month or two. I started working on Enchantal back in school, so I've already had her for about 2 months. And then Mellow, I started working on her during the summer, so I've had her for about a month at max. And Symphony, she's my newest OC. I've had her for probably around 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, not even a month yet. Maybe, no, I'm pretty sure I have not had her for about a month. I'm pretty sure. I'm kinda losing my knowledge of my own OC now. I need to set dates of when I made an OC or not, so like when an OC just kind of created itself kind of in my head. Because honestly, I woke up this morning and I was like, I want to make a new OC. I just woke up this morning and I just thought about making a new OC. And I am fully down to do it. This is gonna take a while though. I go through a long process. My old OCs in the past, like Raven, like Bunny, Raven, Vaughn, Rhodey, Ryan, Lane, them, I still love them. They're still definitely my OCs. I just don't draw them as much because like I have more OCs. I need an OC for every fandom, because my OC for TFC, well, OCs, Mellow, Enchantal, Symphony, and then Zephyr now. And then, actually, I do not have a Demon Slayer OC. Not exactly. The name would be Kazuki, though, already. I don't ask. I just like the name Kazuki. I'm pretty sure it means like brightness and light or something. Actually, I'm pretty sure it means that. My MHA OC is most likely just gonna be my persona, Aiden. Wow, it feels so weird saying my name. I do not have a Genshin Impact OC, and I should do one. It would most likely be a she, and she would most likely be Yumi ship with Kazuha. Most likely. MHA, most likely no Yumi ship. Definitely no Yumi ship. The only one I would most likely do a Yumi ship with would most likely be Bako, but I already shipped one with Kirishima, so no. I know. Demon Slayer, most likely no Yumi ship. I'm getting off topic. But yeah, I have a board for like different OC designs, and all of them are either clowns or jesters. Yeah. Do y'all know that they post on Pinterest? I didn't know that until I came along. They're OC. Which, have y'all seen their new video on YouTube? I'm not allowed to have TikTok, but like, yeah, sadly, I have so many people I want to support on there. But their new video on YouTube. When I saw it, my jaw literally dropped. I sent it to my friend, and she was like, "Why do your jaw drop?" When I told her that, I'm like, and yeah, they had it posted in a few days, so yeah, I'm still waiting for another one of my favorite YouTubers to post. They went and took a break for a little bit, and then they shown that like they are working on another edit. I am slowly waiting for that edit to come. I am at 1,238 pins of Harley Quinn. Oh my goodness. He's the board that has the most. And then, yeah. I have a Harley Quinn board, a Piero. That's my Freak Circus. A Piero board, a Colombino board, a Justo. I have found many of Entertainal on here, which is Ash's OC. She only posted on TikTok, sadly. Of course, I have a Green Apple board because I love them. Yeah. So, but then back to the gears. So, where was I? At the center of those gears sit a glowing clockwork. Clockwork? Do I have to add a clock in the gear now? Oh goodness. I do not do good with like reading words, but I am getting lots. The drawing that I shown you earlier of the hand, I got that from a Moondrop drawing that I seen of his hand. Moondrop. Yeah, Moondrop. No, wrong thing. It was this drawing of him up here, of his hand, that I went and tried to recreate, and it came out like the exact same. My goodness. That's literally where I got the drawing from to draw the hand. And his hand is kind of like a mechanical. He is a animatronic though, so. And mechanical left arm hand thingy thing. So yeah. Actually, that is a left hand as well, because the thumb is like pointing inwards to the right. So that's a left hand as well. For some reason, I do not get my lefts and rights incorrect. Unless I'm like, I'm extremely tired or my brain is just not functioning. I'm talking about machines and my brain isn't functioning, okay? I have such a messed up sense of humor. It's not even funny by this point. But that's where I got that from. I actually made a Moondrop bracelet. As I said, in my other video, I watched the... It's so cute! Hold on, I need to save that. I have a Pero Bina board. And the Srutsa herself. I don't know how to spell her name. I'm just gonna put Cryo Archon for now, until I figure out how to pronounce, spell Srutsa. as I was doing, I need to try to figure out how to draw a gear. 200, what? $228? What is that supposed to mean? Oh, speaking of clock, that's cute. And yeah, in their comment, hold up, my brain. My brain is braining. My brain is braining. Okay, I got so confused because I saw a doctor and I was like, wait a minute, I know it was doctor on my thing. Never mind. So, yeah, this clown is the clockwork. Okay, so, not a jester. He is a clown. So, I gotta go and do clown design, like a clown kind of design on him. Because I already made the mistake of titling Enchanto as a jester, even though she had a Gus clown written all over her. So, yeah. Zephyr, he is not a Gus clown. He is more of a calm clown, which I do not know what the name is for. So I'm gonna have to look that up when I can. Honestly, that is so cute. He's very soft toward MC. He leaves small mechanical gifts for them, and he views MC as his sacred key. Sacred key. That is, that's so cute. By the way, in this AU, for me, so like he's gonna be in the universe with Enchanto. Him and Piero are not fighting over MC because Piero and Symphony are together. I keep pronouncing Piero's name incorrectly. Okay, so the other day I went and watched gameplay of the voice actor himself. Whoa, hold on. This is taking me a moment. I'm sorry. I watched the voice actor themselves playing Freak Circus, and they kept pronouncing Piero's name as Piero, which is kind of funny because before pronouncing it Piero, I would say Pero. And then my brother calls him Parrot. It's okay, I did too, but to like Parrot. Anyways, Piero and Symphony. Inkflower. What I'm thinking about doing is, since Enchanto and Zephyr or rivals, I'm thinking about making it where him and Harley Quinn, like, he hates Harley Quinn because of personal reasons, mostly because Harley Quinn kind of violated the MC, like, in the game. Which, yeah, he does not like Harley Quinn for his, like, freaky personality and other things. Personal, which, one, personal for Zero? Excuse me? This is not One Piece over here. I haven't even watched that. Okay. Zephyr. Wow. Oh my. Oh my. Anyways, Zephyr, personal reasons for that guy, and personal reasons for me, which I so do not know how to talk about that yet. I made a post about it a few days ago, and I do not know how to discuss about it and how it changed over the time, because I strictly said they would not work together in one of my posts, and then just for about like 3 weeks later, for me to actually confirm them to be together, all three of them, because I made a post a few weeks ago. Well, about 2 weeks ago about this. I don't know. I'm pretty sure y'all can already guess who it is for and who the 3 are by this point. And I do not know how to discuss how that came to be, because I daydream a lot, and my brain was like, let's make them 3 a poly couple, why not? And actually, I'm gonna way off topic. Hold on. I need to go. Yay, you didn't make me squirrel. Yippee. Okay, back to this though. Okay, I get off topic so fluffy and easily. Maybe that's why my choir teacher put me in soprano. Anyways, okay, so yeah, at the center of these gears, I keep, instead of drawing it, I keep just yapping. So now we would have another circle on the inside that would go around. I know I actually made an OC surrounded by clocks before, like any type of mechanical, so I really like this. I made the gears, like the gear part, kind of big. That part, I made that kind of big on my paper, but it's okay. So now that's not that okay. Anyways, so like that, but like in the heart. And heart. I go and like write little notes on my paper to like know where each thing is. I don't know. Red hair. I was honestly thinking about kind of like pink hair, as I said, like how I get my inspiration for things. I was thinking pink hair, which is honestly kind of close to red. So like, yeah. I love it when me and other people kind of have the same idea when we don't even. I have a bruise on my knee. Where did this bruise come from? It doesn't even hurt. Where did it come from? Well, the other night I was on call with my cousin and I kind of tried to jump on my bed, but I did miss my bed and I fell. So like, is that where it came from? I don't even know. But how would I draw that onto the main base? Actually, can I maybe on no. Clothing, can I like maybe get on like, would this work? I don't know. Maybe. Never mind. I tried to look up on Google to see if I could get anything. Could I do triangles? No, do not do triangles. I'll be a freaking Harley Quinn. Do not do that. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna try to do that. Okay, but in the comments, oh yeah, I'll have to figure out pupil. I messed up on his pupils. God, oh my. I messed up on his pupils. I already colored it in. No. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Hold on a moment. Wait a minute. Can I maybe look him up on Pinterest? Maybe. No. Fluffing, darn it! Okay, anyways, I went and looked it up on YouTube anyways. I don't think I would be able to do that much because how do I add the gear into the eye? This happens to me every single time. Like, I can go and make a character, but then midway through making the character, I can be like, how do I add this detail? It happened with me with Enchantor as well. I don't know what I don't know what it was. I messed up because I wanted to add a specific detail on her, and I was like, wait, how do I do this? I want this detail, but how do I do this? And now, how do I add the gear into the eye? What the fluff? Because the gear would have to be in the eye. Gears and eye. No, mechanical gear. Mechanical gear and eye. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to draw separately to like show it. Actually, I could use Androne's eye as an example. Should I make a board for him? Yeah, I should. I'll go and like just like kinda I typed his name once. How is it already up here? Okay. TFCOC. Got that down. So now I can just... I do like the fact of him being kind of like mechanical, kinda. I do like that. What should the backstory be for his arm? Because he has a mechanical... Like, his left arm is mechanical. What should the backstory be for that? And how would that look in his monster form? Just awkward silence. Beautiful. But like, generally, like how, like what would the backstory be? Like him, like he was trying to like fight something and like his arm got cut off, like chopped off, and like doctor and the doctor was like, okay, let's go and make a mechanical arm for you, buddy. Like, could that work? What would the backstory be for that? I'm actually very intrigued now. I love making backstories for OCs, but like if y'all wanna like come up with like some backstory for it, I will definitely love that. 100%. I've been here for like 30 minutes just talking about random things and like trying to make a more of a design. I'm trying to figure out because his sleeve would have to be covering it because as you can see they have sleeves. Actually, hold on, I don't know what I have saved in here. Yeah, like see, they always have sleeves and whoa, always have sleeves and gloves. So like so like the mechanical would have to be underneath the sleeve and the gloves. But like if you were to remove the glove, wouldn't the glove like get stuck in the mechanical parts? Technically. Would it? Okay, like okay. I know like infection, like mechanical and fabric, they just like slide off. Like, you can take a glove off of a mechanical thing with ease. But realistically, what if the fabric gets stuck? Because of, like the ridges and mechanical things, realistically, would it get stuck? I'm pretty sure it would. I still need a design for him as well. Okay, his name is whoa, Zephyr. How do I say his name? Wait a minute.
Zephyr. Zephyr.
Zephyr.
Zephyr.
Yeah. Zephyr. Whoa. I have a trouble with R's, even though I was in speech at my old school since like 2nd grade. I was in speech, and half of that time was learning the TH sound and the R sound, which the R sound took the longest. And I am so sad I left speech. Speech was my favorite part of the day, but I had to leave it like midway through 5th grade. And then I'm in a whole different school for my middle school years. So like kind of sad. But generally, honestly, probably the main way I'll be remembering his name would probably be for Neffel from Genshin Impact. I will probably be remembering his name because of her name until his name. There are so many things I can say, and the first thing that came to mind was until I remember his name like clockwork. It makes sense. It makes sense. My gun, my remote just fell on me. Okay. But okay, so this clown is the clockwork clown. His name is Zephyr. He has red hair with a sharp jawline, but he has pale porcelain skin. I'm pretty sure that's porcelain. I think. Honestly, when I first read that, I literally read he has pale popsicle skin. When I read that for the first time, I read popsicle. Which is super cool to touch. His eyes are glowing and more colored. Camera lens that click and refocus when he changes emotions or zoom in on something. His attire is a tattooed, stylized jester suit with. How do I pronounce this?
Asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical. How did I not know that word? Okay, hold on. I know the word. I've never seen it spelled out. I cannot be the only one who knows like every word in the dictionary. But once you see it spelled out, you do not know the word because you have never seen it spelled out before. Because I would not have spelled symmetrical that way. But here we are. Okay, with symmetrical red and purple patterns on the left side of his chest, right where the heart would be. His porcelain skin is additionally fractured and broken away inside the cavity. I keep wanting to say a complex cluster of glowing emerald red brass gears is constantly spinning. At the center of these gears sits a glowing clockwork. I forgot that word. When he's calm, it ticks slowly. When MC is near, it thumps violently against his ribs, perfectly mimicking a panic, deeply in love human heart. His left hand is entirely mechanical, with visible brace joints and silver wiring pulsing with red energy. because his left emerald red eye is directly linked to the side, it acts as a magnifying lens. So, actually, wouldn't that be cool if, like, since it's connected to his left hand, wouldn't that be cool if, like, if he did, like, a zoom in motion with his hands, that could go and affect his eye, and then a zoom out motion with his hands, and that could, like, zoom out. And, like, he doesn't even have to be, like, okay, like, his hand doesn't have to, okay, so, like, as an example, I'm sitting on my bed, and in front of me is Sandrone, still. So, like, if I took my hand, and I did a zoom in motion with my hand to, like, zoom in on Sandrone, it would make his left eye zoom in. What if his left eye still zooms in, but his hand doesn't have to be toward what he has to zoom in? As long as he's looking at it, it will zoom in, as long as he does a hand motion. Wouldn't that be cool? I feel like that would be cool. Wait, wouldn't that mean that, like, he would be able to, like, so, like, kind of like how people in movies, like, animes, they bring up a thing just by, like, a click of their, like, glasses or, like, something, and, like, a screen pops up in front of them that like, only they can see, or, like, unless other people can actually see it. What if he can do that, but only with his left eye? I feel like that would be a cool detail for him to have. Oh my goodness. Just imagine that the MC had a security system in their house, and, like, he quite literally just, like, hacks the security system where he can, like just walk in every single night. I honestly see him doing that not gonna lie. Okay. The gear shape pupil on the left side can zoom in on MC, tracking the movement, heart rates, and expressions with terrifying accuracy. I know how to pronounce that word. I mean it. His personality is smooth, well-mannered, and quiet, but has an unsettlingly uncanny valley vibe. Completely hyper-focused on MC, his loyalty borders on a dangerous fixation. He views the world as a math puzzle, never loses his cool unless MC is threatened, and he loves making everyone happy and putting a smile on their face. His relation with MC is pure devotion. He's very soft to the MC and leaves small mechanical gifts for them, and he views MC as his sacred key. Honestly, that's kind of like Piero. How many times am I going to mess up on his name? Piero! How many times am I... Oh my goodness. Okay, but like, honestly, that's kind of like Piero. And, like, with it being able... Like, he views the world as a math problem. That's kind of like what I just said. Like, what if... Like, since he's mechanical, would he be a magnet? Would he be able to let it get wet in rain? Like, would he generally have to... Since his hand is mechanical, can he disconnect his hand from his wrist? That'd actually be a cool detail if he could. You're the one who came up with the design, so you can go and come up with if he can disconnect his hand from his wrist, because I feel like that would be a cool thing for him to do, because, like, he is mechanical, and if he gets wet in, like, the rain, would he, like, malfunction? I feel like he would malfunction, because, like, mechanical things mixed with water doesn't really work well. It doesn't really mix. So, like, I feel like that would actually be a cool detail if we could do that. That'd be a very cool detail, though. I'm gonna go ahead and look at different hair designs from other characters to hopefully be able to. Where's the board? Excuse me, little buddy, where's the little boardy? Yeah. So how would his clown or jester hat look? I could maybe add the. What was the word? What was the word? I forgot the word.
Asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical designs on his hat. Could I do that so like his design doesn't annoy me? Because when it comes to like adding a lot of detail on designs, I can do a lot of detail as long as they're simple. But like asymmetrical designs, they kinda confuse me at times. Kinda like how Nezuko's does. Hold up, wait a minute. I have a Nezuko board, of course I do. Kinda like how her top is kinda like mini shapes. I used to have a hard trouble doing her design. Oh, okay, now that's cool. That's cool. Hold up. That is actually generally cool. I like that. But like, I'm trying to scroll down. Okay, like here. Like how her design is like triangles, kind of like a asymmetrical design. I used to have trouble doing that. I used to draw her in pen back in 4th grade all the time. No one complimented me on it either, which kind of made me sad because I drew her only in pen. But like, it's okay. Holy wow. So like, kind of like that. What would you do, Nezuko? That's Daki. Okay, anyways, bye-bye. Whoa. I'm not actually leaving y'all yet. Probably when I get down to like 15%, then I might have to. No, I would actually have to. What percent did I start at the beginning? I did not check my phone percentage before I started this. See. So I'm gonna go and start on his hair, cause I wanna kind of have his hair like that, kinda, cause like when I thought of his design, I was like, I kind of want to do his hair like that. It's late and I'm yawning. So y'all are going to be with me while I tweak out and crash out about this character's hair. I'm not gonna have it the exact same. I did, okay. I normally do my hair like that, so that's kind of gonna be difficult. I think we took inspiration from Farina. Yeah, someone literally said, she reminds me of Farina, but honestly, it's so creative and I love your art. Farina vibes! Yeah, she Yeah, they literally give Freyna vibes. I love that. Okay, now that is full on Freyna. Columbina! Oh my god, that's so pretty. Actually, I have both my Columbina boards right here. Okay, llama. That is very pretty. Actually, I have a kitchen board for a reason. I have a kitchen board for a reason. Kitchen board for a reason. Actually, why not I just add it to my kitchen women and then have a kitchen men board as well. Okay, I need to get back to what I am trying to do. Where did it go? Actually, I will flip to a different page to work on different hair style before I go do that. I actually like add it onto it officially. So right down the middle. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear my pencil on my paper or not, but I am drawing again. When I went in, like, I don't know, sometimes I just kind of go silent when I am drawing, kinda. I don't like mean to do it on camera a lot, but I kind of just like go silent sometimes. His eyes, I'm not gonna worry about his eyes on that. I am gonna have to go and redo his eyes though for the mechanical gear in it. At least try to, because their pupils in the game are just naturally very small. Hold on, with him being, like, with him not liking Harley Quinn and kind of being rivals with Enchanto, who would he, like, kind of drift off to, like, be friends with? Because you mentioned how he is a calm and well-mannered, so I like, my brain immediately went to, oh, he would probably be friends and or have like a closer connection with Piero and Symphony. So like, would that work? Like them three become like a little trio. He would honestly probably get along with Mello as well, if that. Wait a minute, hold on, that would actually be so cute. What if, okay, because Symphony, she likes to have like little tea parties sometimes. What if Zephyr, Piero, and, well, okay, just them two, they sit down and just talk about the MC and Symphony. Let's are just talking about the two people that they actually like. Oh my god, oh my goodness, that would actually be so cute. That would be so cute. Literally just them talking about how much they love the MC and Symphony, Piero about Symphony, and Vazel. I switch the wording. Oh my goodness. Oh. I may or may not have, my brain may or may not have kind of just like registered that I'm going to the ice skating rink tomorrow with my best friend around 1 p.m. and it's already past midnight. My brain just kind of registered that. I've been recording for 50 minutes. It's okay. I am gonna like switch those kind of so like you're not just gonna be stared at by the same person. They made a full Oh, that's cool. They made a foal. That's cool. I always get so... Shadow Milk Cookie in Piero's clothing. Columbina has a cookie? Columbina. Oh my goodness, that's actually so cute. Not gonna lie, hold on. Okay, hold on. After I say this, I need to go and show y'all the video that would perfectly describe me and my cousin.